Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Panthers on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Carter. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Carter now, off the play fake. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
It's fielded at the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Lance. And this is Shepard on the catch.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Lance going to hold on to it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Holding offense.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick slant to Brown. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Back to throw is Carter. Off play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Past the 20. Down the left sideline. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And Lance's throw caught by Tony. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Room here to run. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lance now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Lance again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Hey.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. He will return this from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A final shot before break. Carter. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10. At their own 18. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Pass midfield. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now an option play on second down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Lance now to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run this one right up the gut, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Looking to throw. Carter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. Carter. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on second down. Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lance. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Desperation time here. Lance. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Lance. That's complete to Tony. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final try now for Lance. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.